So now, being that we know all the tribes were oppressed together, this is the wisdom that the Lord gave the tribes. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Read that, please.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Read on.
That take counsel,
Read on.
but not of me.
They're listening to things, but they're not listening to what the Lord had to say in the Bible. Read on.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Okay, but the covering that they cover with is the spirit of the world. That's what they take on and try to be like. Read on.
That they may add sin to sin.
They may add sin to sin by doing what? Read on.
That walk to go down into Egypt.
Yeah, they shouldn't be looking to America for anything. That is the trap that Satan set up. When you look to America and you try to come to America for anything, it's going to be your destruction rather than your help, is what the Lord is saying to the tribes. Read on.
And have not asked at my mouth.
Come on.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Read on.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Read on.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Come on.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Read on.
For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes.
None of them are of their areas and of the places where they live. Their interest is not in the tribes. Read on.
They were all ashamed of a people that cannot profit them.
Read on.
Nor being help nor profit, but a shame, and also a reproach.
Read on.
The burden of the beasts of the south.
Okay, so now the Lord is saying, what is the burden of the beasts of the south? Read on.
Into the land of trouble.
It's talking about actual beasts. We're going to get to that. Read on.
Into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper, and fiery flying serpent.
All the things that would tear them up and devour them and rip them apart. Read on.
They shall carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses.
So what is it saying is that when Esau come to help, he's really going to be coming to take, not help. Okay, so they're going to come and carry away their riches upon asses. That's the burden of the beast, to carry away all the goods that's within the tribes of the nation of Israel. Do everybody understand that? Everybody got that? Yeah, I'm sure y'all got that. I'm trying not to spend no time on that. Okay, what this is talking about is, let me just use a tribe, for instance. Jamaica. Let me use Jamaica. Jamaica is broke. Okay? All right? Okay, how you think Jamaica got broke? Okay, right here. Verse 6. Esau came in there and robbed Jamaica. Okay? And this is what's going on with this is what's going on with Haiti. Haiti. Right. Haiti is completely broke, okay? Finished. How you think it got that way? Esau. Up and you supposed Haiti, if you don't know about Jamaica, you're at least supposed to know, if you're from there, it's trifling that you don't know, okay? Whoever's from there. It's real trifling. How you don't, okay, how the Haitian dollar is about worth 2 damn less pennies than them. Okay, I don't know how you don't know how that happened. They devalue their money. They can't make a living on that island. There's not everything that is there is imported in. Okay, whoever tries to make a living from farming and different things and try to get goods to sell, they can't sell it because they're going to end up losing money because of the price of the imports is way cheaper than what they can sell it for. And this is done to keep them broke. It's a little complicated. It's not that complicated, though. Haiti, oh my, that was just recently. As recent as 2004. Where they ousted the Haitian president for the second time, Aristide. And it was a coup that took over because what he was trying to do, he was trying to get programs and get things in place. He told France they had to pay reparations, that they owed them at least some odd billions of dollars. They said, we got either kill this nigga or exile that nigga. And this was the second time. Then the big earthquake hit in 2000. It's just so much. All the tribes, Colombia, broke. Brazil, broke. What y'all don't understand is all the tribes is impoverished. Mexico, they fleeing out of Mexico damn by the minute. Cuba. Tell me why Cuba's so broke. That one you definitely should know. American embargoes. So what the Lord is prophesying here is you going to this Edomite for help, and he's the one that whatever you got, he's going to end up taking that away on donkeys. Keep you in debt, keep you broke, keep you impoverished. Now, what is the purpose of that? The purpose of that is to keep you as a slave, okay? That goes all the way back to biblical, to Levitical understanding. When people are broke, they sell themselves into slavery. to pay their debts. So you know what's in Jamaica? Sweatshops. You know what's in there in Brazil? Sweatshops. You know what's in Haiti? Sweatshops. You know what's in all the land, all these broke tribes? Sweatshops. But when you hear sweatshops, when you hear China. People are working in Jamaica for 38 cents an hour. Cents an hour. Anyway, like I said, I don't have the time. But you're going to see why I'm going through this. What verse we in?
Verse 6.
But get verse 7. Verse 7. Read.
For the Egyptians shall help in vain.
Yeah, the help that they offer is actually going to do you damage. And that's what happened with all the tribes. Okay, Venezuela, all the tribes. Okay, they are all, Venezuela is in complete hell right now. And everything is according to prophecy. Everything is according to prophecy. Steady as she goes. I was going to call the class that. Read on.
And to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still.
Come on.
Now go, write it before them in a table.
Come on.
And note it in a book.
Read on.
That it may be for the time to come, forever and ever.
Okay, that it could be done, it could be recorded, how this happened, what happened, even though the leaders of those different areas, they know why they broke. Okay, this is why Chavez was such an enemy to America. Do everybody understand that? Castro was such an enemy to America. Everybody got that? Read on.
That this is a rebellious people.
Okay, Israel is rebellious. Read on.
Lying children.
Read faster, read faster.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, would say to the seers, see not.
Come on.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Read on.
But speak unto us smooth things.
Come on.
Prophesy deceits.
Come on.
Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Read on.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
Read on.
That therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Okay, so because they stay on it, even though it's oppressing, they don't change the system. They keep trusting in it. They stay on it. The Lord said that that's going to be a breach ready to fall, meaning the walls is ready to crumble. Read on.
Swelling out in an high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Okay, read on.
And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces.
So they're completely, totally destroyed in an utter poverty like what's going on in Haiti. Read on.
He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shred to take fire from the hearth.
A shard to take fire from the hearth. Read on.
Or to take water withal out of the pit.
Okay, Puerto Rico. Y'all see what's going on in Puerto Rico. They thought they had some Puerto Rican pride, right? So Trump went down there and called it a shit all over country like Haiti. But we Americans. Read on.
For thus saith the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall you be saved.
So who is the Lord talking to? He's talking to these tribes. He's talking to these tribes that is in these islands, and he's telling them the only way you're going to be saved is you got to return back to the nation of Israel. Okay, you untried to live in this world. You thought you had your own island. You thought that was your home. And look how you living. You're a slave to Esau. Read on.
In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength.
Come on.
And ye would not.
Okay, in the Lord. Quietness and confidence in the Lord shall be your strength, but you would not. Read on.
But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift.
Come on.
1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one.
Come on.
At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain.
Read on.
And as an ensign on an hill.
Read on.
And therefore will the Lord wait, that he may be gracious unto you.
Okay, so that's what it means by the Lord is long suffering, not willing that any should perish, but waiting on all to come to repentance. Read on.
And therefore will he be exalted,
Read on.
that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a God of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him.
Read on.
For the people shall dwell in Zion.
Okay, so the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Read on.
Thou shalt weep no more.
Read on.
He will be very gracious unto thee.
Come on.
At the voice of thy cry, when he shall hear it, he will answer thee.
Read on.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity,
Does it sound familiar? Read on.
and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So what the Lord plan on doing is through these prophecies, through these plagues, will actually go down in America through the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. That's going to shed the light. Everybody's going to be looking. We're going to end up eventually back in Jerusalem. And then all the tribes from everywhere, all the other areas. Where you think the multitude that's going to be coming into the truth is coming from? The book of Isaiah speaks of it. It says, they shall say, come and let us go up to the house of the Lord. Who you think that's talking about? That's talking about the tribes and all the different areas that they're in, and also among the nations. Do everybody understand that? I'm briefing you real fast. So what are they going to begin to realize? Who they supposed to be following. Read verse 21. Read it again.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Read on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
They're going to see who the teachers is, which is the ones of us, the government that's going to be in Jerusalem. Read on.
And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand, and when you turn to the left.
Read on.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images.
Meaning that you ain't going to be worshiping idols no more. Let's go from there to the book of Habakkuk chapter 1. Let me get another reader as well. And you give me Isaiah chapter 42. Habakkuk chapter 1. And start at verse 2. Read.
O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save.
Okay, all the harm and crime that's being done to the nation of Israel, all the violence that's being done to the tribes, and everybody, remember what the Lord said about Gad. Remember Gad? What did the Lord say about him? What was Jacob's prophecy concerning him? That a troop shall overcome him, but what? He shall overcome at the last. Then it goes silent on that. How is Gad going to eventually begin to overcome? Through this very process right here. Do everybody understand that? Gad is also going to be coming up out of America saying, the hell with this whole other country. I'm going to Jerusalem. Verse 4. Read verse 4 for me, please.
Therefore the Lord is slacked, and judgment doeth never go forth.
Come on.
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
So what did the Lord say he's going to do? Read on.
Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard, and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days.
I will do what?
Work a work in your days, which ye would not believe, though it be told you. For lo, I raise...
So let's go from there, and let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 42. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 21. Read that.
The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake.
Come on.
He will magnify the law.
You give me Isaiah chapter 2. He will do what?
He will magnify the law.
So the law is going to go from being slack to being magnified, to being honored. Okay. And the law is talking about is the law of God. Read on.
And make it honorable.
Come on.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Okay, we just went through that Esau is the reason for the poverty of all of the tribes of the nation of Israel. And we actually got a tape called Poverty, or the causes of poverty, that blames the Gentiles on that. Everybody understand that? Read on.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Come on.
They are for prey, and none delivereth, for spoil, and none saith restore.
And none saith what?
Restore.
Okay, and none saith restore. Let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 2. The book of Isaiah chapter 2. And I'll just read the first verse, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. Read that, please.
The
Actually,
word
1 to 3. Read that.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Come on.
And shall be exalted above the hills.
Come on.
And all nations shall flow unto it.
Come on.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob.
Come on.
And he will teach us of his ways.
He will do what?
Teach us of his ways.
Come on.
And we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And to this agree the words of the prophets. Let's go to the book of Micah chapter 4. Micah chapter 4 verse 1 is going to give a little more details. Micah chapter 4 verse 1. Read that. Micah 4 and 1, let's go.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Come on, Zechariah chapter 14. Come on.
And it shall be exalted above the hills.
Same thing we read in Isaiah. Go ahead.
And people shall flow unto it.
And people shall flow unto it. So these are Israelites coming out of the nations, coming from the islands, and even coming from America. Very few going to be coming from America. Okay, a lot of people is going to be left in America. Everybody understand that? We're not going to allow them into the land of Israel. The scripture says that in all the land 2/3 shall be cut off and die, and the Lord is going to bring the third part through the fire. That's talking about the tribes of the nation of Israel. So the majority of the Israelites in America is going to die here. You everybody understand that?